Hi, my name is Markus Lewandowski, and I'm a senior consultant at Scalefree. And we built an independent review tool for Salesforce. We call it the Admin Buddy. And you can use it to implement all kinds of best practices that you want to see in your organization. So this video is all about how this tool can help you. What can you do with it? How does it work? Let me show it to you. So if you go to buddy.scalefree.com, you can see this exact page, except that you are not logged in already. So you would see a couple of buttons up here where you could sign up, or if you already have an account and you did the setup for the multi-factor authentication, you could log in. Then you would see the exact same screen that I can see right now. How does this all work? We have implemented a rule checker for your best practice rules. So let's go to the rule checker and see what is behind that tab. Here you can see the rule checker, you can see our rules in the rules window, and you can see that there's a check rule button and a check all rules button. They are currently not clickable because we have no instance connected. If you've used tools that are tightly connected to your org via OAuth, you know this already. And you can connect an org just by clicking here and here to connect an instance. You can also reach the screen by going to the drop-down and clicking on your Salesforce instances. Here you can connect the Salesforce org via OAuth. If you want to connect the sandbox, that's possible as well. You can just use this toggle button and then connect via OAuth. Of course, you can also connect multiple ones if you want to. So I'm just copying over my username and my password. That is a development environment that I will only use for this demo. And now I'm going to get asked, should I allow access to the admin buddy? And yes, I want that. That's the very minimum that we need to execute our rules. And so we allow it. And no, I don't want to have that in LastPass right now. And now you can see that your instance is connected. I can disconnect it here, or I connect more instances. Let's go back to the rule checker. As you can see, I still can't like run those rules, check rules and check all rules. It's still grayed out. That's because, and when I hover over it, I can see select an instance to check. Yeah, the rule checker doesn't know where to look. So I have to say, okay, please use this one. And if you have multiple ones, you can choose between multiple ones here. Now check rule is still grayed out. Why? Because to run a rule, I have to select it first. So let's try one out. Let's try unused reports. If I click the rule here in the rules window, you can see the bottom part of the page changes. It now shows the rules description, the scope, the name on top, and what we are actually checking. So the rule check. Here you can see what the rule does and why it's important to have this rule. Now let's run the rule. Check rule. You can see for unused reports, we have 30 issues found. We can click on that, and here we can now see an updated screen where we see why this is an issue. We can also see the view results here. So you can click view results, and here we can see the result set of our rule that we executed. And here you can see, we have a bunch of reports that actually were never viewed, never run. This is obviously because I just had a very freshly connected development org, so this was never used in any way, but obviously it shows unused reports. In your org, this would typically be way more than just 30 unused reports. And yeah, you should check them out and delete them. Let's go back to the rule checker. So this is basically how this rule checker engine works. But oh no, I wanted to see the result set again, but in found issues I can't click it anymore. Let's go to rule history. In the rule history I can see all of the rule executions that I've used in the past with the tool, and I can view the results again. There they are. If I want to delete this, I can do it with this button. Now let's check another rule. Maybe let's check for stale triggers. You can see, okay, stale triggers. But now you see something like the rule check is getting all the triggers that has not been that have not been modified in the last 6 months. That rule is not useful for me for whatever reason. So how do I reach out to us to tell us that? You can go to the drop-down menu, go to suggest a new feature, or to report a bug, click this, and just write what you want. So here you could write us, I think this rule is stupid because, or we totally love your tool, but this rule is missing. Or if you have a bug to report, we tried this, but we got an error message, or we got not the result we expected to get in the result set. Then just write us that you reported, just report a bug, and yeah, we will reach out to you and we'll try to fix it together. So that's the rule checker. With all the rules we have, you can also check all the rules on at the same time. And then you can see, okay, a bunch of green stuff, some yellow, so not that many issues found. And then there's a certain threshold where above a certain issue number, you get a red sign. And here you can see why it's an issue and so on. You can also have our contact data in the very bottom. So if you need help with an issue you just encountered here, you can either see this bottom part here in the view details of your found issue, or you could always open up the contact pane here where you could see the same. You can schedule a meeting with me, or you could just email us or phone in so we can find a solution together. So this is how the admin buddy works. If you have any more questions, anything we could or should talk about, just feel free to either register here and use the contact form, or to just reach out at scalefree.com. So yeah, we can talk about your issue. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye.